Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Times Picayune, dated June 24th, 1993. There's nothing about the Voodoo Murders case in the papers today. Gabriel finds a humorous tidbit under the Life is Stranger Than Fiction column. Apparently, there were reports of ghosts in the Bayou Saint Jean last night. Various people called the newspaper with stories about hearing strange noises and seeing weird lights over the swamp. Some folks claim it's the ghost of Marie Laveau. The paper relates it to similar delusions that crop up every Halloween. Gabriel's horoscope today reads, "Wise is the warrior who knows when to fight and when to get the hell out of Dodge."
God help me, I'm actually starting to listen to this guy. Good coffee. I'm going out for a bit.
Be careful.
Excuse me, Officer Frick?
Whatever it is, no. Now get out of here before I have you arrested for disturbing the peace.
Gabriel can't do anything with the officer from the front lobby.
You got no business back there now. Move along.
Sorry. Can I ask you some questions?
I'm here to relax, friend. Buzz off.
Right. Sorry. Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm trying to be with my lady here, pal.
Far be it from me to stand in the way of romance. Can I ask you some questions?
Sure. You want to know my son?
On second thought, I don't think you could help. Forget it.
Gabriel cannot do anything with the drummer on the street. Posted on the door of the museum is a sign saying, "Closed until further notice." Gabriel can't get inside unless he's invited. This door's pretty solid. Gabriel can't get inside unless he's invited. The knocker is firmly attached to the front. The knocker is firmly attached to the front door. Bayou Saint-Jean seems denser, thicker, darker than Gabriel remembers. In the twilight of heavy growth, everything looks the same. A cool sweat mists Gabriel's forehead. Where? Gabriel's head pounds. Hasn't Gabriel seen? Gabriel can hear the sound of drums, but it seems to be coming from inside his head rather than any specific direction. The signal device and anything else of interest in the bayou is no doubt long since gone. Gabriel,
This looks familiar.
something in the
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
Oh boy, party time.
those two objects. Wolfgang wrote his phone number, written in Grace's pretty scrawl. Why use the phone number there? Gabriel would rather use the phone in his studio for privacy. It's customary to pick it up first.
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht?
This is Gabriel Knight. Can I speak to Wolfgang, please?
Ja, Herr Knight. Einen Moment, bitte.
Gabriel, it's so good to hear your voice. I had such a dream last night.
There's a good reason for that, Uncle Wolfgang. We need to talk.
Gabriel fills in Wolfgang on the events of the previous evening.
Ugh, it is even worse than I thought.
You bet it is. We have to talk about what I'm supposed to do. Tell me about Tetelo.
Well, from your description of the ritual last night, I'd say that Gunther's mistress, Tetelo, is now the primary loa for the Gede tribe. It seems she still controls them by possessing her female descendants and speaking through them. Do you remember in Gunther's journal he said that Tetelo was possessed by her father's loa during the killings in Charleston?
This sounds similar, but Tetelo has obviously become a much more powerful Loa than her father ever was. Probably because of the added power of the talisman.
Let's talk about the talisman.
I myself have only seen it in old sketches and paintings, and in my dreams. It was in the family for centuries before Tetelo took it. It is believed to be as old as the role of Schattenjäger itself. The talisman has genuine power. I don't know how or why, but it is so. The Schattenjäger swore to use the power for good, never for evil, for defense, not offense. Since it fell into Tetlo's hands, I'm afraid to think what the power has been used for, or what it will be used for in the future. With the talisman, Tetlo has all the power and we none. The only possible way to fight her is to regain the talisman. Then we will at least be on more equal footing.
Tell me more about Tetelo.
I believe she truly loved Gunther. After all, she was raised to be her father's daughter. Their religion was not a choice she made, but a duty she endured. How can she be blamed for that? The spirit she has become, that is a different matter. It is utterly evil. I am certain that the lower Tetela bears little resemblance to the woman Tetela was before the burning in Charleston.
Tell me more.
She once was a beautiful and intelligent woman, and she probably did not deserve Gunther's betrayal. But the Tetelo we fight now is more akin to her tribe's dark gods than to anything human in nature.
Tell me more.
She once was a beautiful and...
How can we regain the talisman?
We've been searching for the talisman for years, ever since we lost it. It's a terrible thing to know that something powerful that was entrusted to us is in the wrong hands. The talisman is probably buried with Tetelo's remains. That's what gives her Loa so much power.
How would we find Tetelo's remains?
Ha! We have pondered that question a long time, the Ritters. There are two probabilities. The first is that her remains are with the tribe at their current location. The other is that the remains were returned to a sacred place near the tribe's original homeland. We've tried to locate Tetlo's African homeland, but Gunther says so little in his journal about her tribe, and slaving records are practically non-existent. Also, Tetlo's tribe was utterly destroyed in its African form in the late 17th century. There was nothing like a census in Africa then. As for the other idea, we had no clue as to where Tetlo's people went after fleeing Charleston, until now.
How would we find...
We must locate the tribe's original African homeland. Her remains might be there, or they might be in New Orleans, buried among her descendants.
Let's discuss the possible African homeland.
All right. Have you learned anything that might help us locate it?
I spoke with the Professor Hartridge. Unfortunately for him, he thinks the tribe's name was Agri, and that they lived near the Fon tribe in what is now called the People's Republic of Benin.
That is incredible, Gabriel. I must go research this new information in my library right now.
Wait, what should I do?
Stay low. If you get a chance, you might look into the possibilities that Tetler's remains are somewhere in New Orleans. But don't try to broach their private areas without my assistance, Gabriel. You will make a fine Schattenjäger, but only if you are not dead.
Sure, I'll wait.
Goodbye, then, Gabriel. And remember, if you need a place of safety, come to Schloss Ritter.
Goodbye, Uncle Wolfgang. I'm going out for a bit.
Be careful.
I'm sorry to bother you.
You got something to say, son?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
What other tombs get marked? Can you show me?
No, I ain't one for naming names. I don't like to encourage that kind of thing. It's distressing to the families, and rightly so. Don't know how that sort of thing gets started. Why folks come to start leaving stuff at that one spot. But it happens all the same.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah? What can I do for you?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These...
The plate is up. Beneath the plate is a button. Gabriel hears the faint sound of breaking glass. This is the first page of inventory. This is the last page of inventory. Why use that on the button? Gabriel got the flashlight free in the mail when he ordered a magazine subscription. It works though. At the moment. Crypt drawers line the back wall. Gabriel can't make out the name on that drawer's plaque. Gabriel can't take the drawers. The drawer's interiors contain mostly dust and bones. The drawers interior. Gabriel can't see anything in the dark. Crypt drawers. Gabriel can't make out the name on that drawers. The drawers. There's nothing Gabriel would care to touch in that part of the drawer. Gabriel can't do that in the dark.
Mosley! Shit, I dropped my flashlight. Huh? Ouch, my head. What the hell was that?
There's a wallet in the drawer. It must have fallen from Mosley's jacket when the body was moved. It's a man's wallet. Gabriel opens the wallet and finds some ID belonging to Mosley and an American's repressed card. Mosley's American's repressed card. Credit. What a concept. The card has Mosley's name written on it. It expires next month. The other items in Mosley's wallet don't interest Gabriel. Mosley's wallet has obviously been in his back pocket.
Where have you been? I was worried about you.
For good reason, apparently.
What happened? Do you need a doctor?
Nothing you want to know about. And no, just some aspirin.
Gabriel, this is nuts. You have to get out of New Orleans.
No kidding.
Well, listen. Wolfgang called while you were out. He said, and I quote, "Tell Gabriel that I found what I was looking for. It's time for me to do my duty. Schloss Ritter is his now." Now, call me crazy, but I don't think that's good news.
Not for Uncle Wolfie, no.
What are you going to do?
If I figure it out, I'll let you know. Got a minute, Greg?
What's up?
Could you do some...
Sure. What?
I can't think...
Okay.
Do you have message?
Nope.
It's a note from Mosley. It's a note from Mosley.
Gabe, I have to go underground with this thing. It runs wide and deep throughout the department and the city board. I'm already being watched. It was suggested I take vacation time, so I am, at least as far as they know. Try to keep out of this. It's too hot for a rookie. Just in case, I'm sending you my office key. You might find some useful things there. P.S. I think this note will look great in the book, don't you? Make sure you save it.
The note is signed, Detective Mosley. The letter is written in German, but Gabriel determines what he can about it. It was sent from a place called Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. The letter is addressed to mein Sohn Heinz and signed Wilhelm Ritter. One of the recurring words. The only thing that Gabriel can decipher about the letter is a sense of... The card has Mosley's name written on it. It expires next month. The images Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone book missing one of its C pages. Mosley's Americans Repressed card. Credit. What a concept.
Hello. See the World Travel Agency. How may I help you?
How much for a trip to Rittersburg, Germany?
Rittersburg, Germany? Hold on, let me look that up. I can fly you into Munich. That's the closest airport to Rittersburg. You can rent a car from there, or take the train. Let's see. The best price I can see for the flight is $1,400. What would you like to do?
Charge it to my Americans Repressed.
Yes, sir. And your name was?
Mosley.
Feeling a little guilty, Gabriel gives the travel agent Mosley's card number and is informed that he can pick up his ticket at the New Orleans International Airport.
Guess what? I'm going to Germany.
Really? That's great, but how on earth could you afford?
A man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Oh my God. I wouldn't like the sound of that even if you were a man.
I'll miss you too, Grace. Goodbye, Gracie.
Good luck. Let me know what's going on, will you?
Of course.
Gabriel picks up his tickets at the airport and boards a plane for Munich.
Wolfgang?
Hello. My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Herr Knight. Oh, kommen Sie bitte, Herren. Come in, please, Herr Knight. I was not expecting you. Has Wolfgang sent you here?
Uncle Wolfgang? No, I came to see him. Isn't he here?
No, he is gone. I'm sorry. You came all this way.
Oh, great. That's all I need.
Herr Knight, Wolfgang told me all about you and gave me instructions for you to feel welcome here. Please, this is your home. You are a Ritter, no? I am just doing some work. I will continue and you may make yourself comfortable. If there is anything you need, please ask me. You may use Wolfgang's bedroom. It is at the top of the stairs.
Thank you, Miss,
You may call me Gerda, Herr Knight.
A magnificent stained glass window depicts the legendary battle between St. George and the dragon. 3 panels hang from each side of the chapel. Gabriel cannot determine what their purpose might be. There's a small pair of grooming scissors on the cabinet. A large display case hangs on the wall. It contains a scroll. There's nothing that Gabriel wants to pick up on that part of the cabinet. The chamber pot is old, but clean.
This scroll looks interesting. St. George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my blood I call thee now, purify me, for I avow to set my feet upon thy road, thy sword I take up for mine own.
It's locked. Near the bed is an elaborate wooden door. Near the bed, the head of a lion stares at Gabriel from above the door. The portal says, "Nur der Reinste darf passieren. Diesen Herz ist rein wie Glas. Diesen Seele rein wie Führer. Schreitet Hürde durch Portal." A Gothic-style window looks out over an incredible view. The great hall of Schloss Ritter towers around Gabriel. You can imagine the heating bills. Three panels hang from each side of the chapel. Gabriel cannot determine what their purpose might be. Three panel candelabra. Three panel of magnificent. Doing that with the panels would not help. Gabriel does not want the candles.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
What can you tell me about those wall panels in the chapel?
The hangings? They describe the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Tell me about Wolfgang.
What would you like to know?
Where do you think Wolfgang went?
I don't know, but I have a feeling he has gone off to go be Schattenjäger again. He is too old for such chasing around. His heart is very weak. He has not left this castle for 5 years, and now this.
You know when he'll be back?
I only pray he will be back. Before he left, he said Schloss Ritter now belongs to Gabriel. It worried me so to hear him say that. I'm afraid Wolfgang knew he would never return.
What is Wolfgang like?
Wolfgang is a truly wise and good man, the best I have ever known. But his life has been so full of disappointments.
What kind of disappointments?
His only son died in infancy, so there was no one to carry on the family line. And the family's financial troubles have been hard on him. Wolfgang wanted to do so much for the world, but it was all he could do just to hold on to Schloss Ritter. He has not left his mark as he wished to.
What is your relationship with Wolfgang?
Herr Knight, my relationship with your uncle is really none of your business.
You're right, Gerda. I apologize. Forget I asked. Can you show me Wolfgang's library?
How do you know about his library?
When we talked on the phone, he said he was going to do some research in his library. I thought maybe if I saw what he was researching.
Ah, yeah, a good idea, Herr Knight, but I'm afraid I cannot show you the library. You see, I have never been in it. Only a Schattenjäger can enter the library.
I see. Just tell me anything.
Wolfgang has dedicated his entire life to the role of Schattenjäger.
Oh, no.
As you like, Herr Knight.
Tell me about the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Each young man of the Ritter line must go through the ceremony when he dedicates himself to be a Schattenjäger.
But what does the ceremony do?
I do not know, Herr Knight. The only people present are the old Schattenjäger and the new. But I think it must be similar to a priest's ordination or a wedding, a ceremony of intent and oath.
You.
Is there a problem, Herr Knight?
You said wedding. I'm okay now. Tell me something about the Ritter family.
I can tell you what they say in the village, what I heard when I was small. To the villagers, the Ritters are a little, how do you say, tragic, to be pitied. They say that the Ritters were chosen by God to fight evil. But something happened. One of them was cursed, and so the Ritters lost the way. They struggle still, but like a lame dog, you see? Without the power or magic they once had.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
Schloss Ritter has stood for many centuries, no one knows how long. It was once the pride of Bavaria, but now it is in disrepair. Wolfgang received offers to open the castle for tourists. He has resisted though, even though the castle is in desperate need of repairs. To him, this ground is sacred.
Tell me something about yourself.
I was born in Rittersberg, the village below the castle.
There are some words over the locked door in Wolfgang's bedroom. What do they mean?
Ah, yes. Wolfgang had me translated as part of my English lessons. In English, it means, only the purest here may pass. He whose heart is pure as glass. He whose soul is pure as fire. Through this portal passes higher.
Great. Thanks.
Gabriel cannot open it. That doesn't seem to work that way. The key is from Mosley. A Gothic Ida Wolfgang left very recently. Again, he feels quite at home in this room, I'd say. At the foot of the bed is a small table.
If I took the snow, it would just melt in my pocket. If I took...
Putting snow in the chamber pot would not do much good. Gabriel takes the scissors. A large display. The cabinet holds a few items for personal grooming. The hair clipping scissors are spotless. It looks like Wolfgang uses his scissors as infrequently as Gabriel uses his own. That won't work on the keyhole. Gabriel doesn't want to leave that here. Why put that out the window? Gabriel doesn't want to leave that here. Thinking of the second chapel panel, Gabriel cuts his hair.
I hate this. There, that's plenty.
The chamber pot is old.
I'm not picking up those scissors again. I cut my hair enough.
A large handcraft dagger hangs on the wall. It looks quite old, but it's been polished to a high shine.
This dagger.
It is the knife of a Schattenjäger. You may take it, Herr Knight. Everything in this castle is yours now.
The Ritter dagger is solid, weighty, and highly polished. Potato. They must grow well around here. Gabriel is sure he'll end up getting some of those for our meal, sooner or later. Gabriel is sure he'll end. It's a shaker of salt.
Is that a shaker of salt?
Ja, salt.
Mind if I take it?
No?
Thanks.
Speaking of the first chapel time, Gabriel washes his hands in the snow. The archway doesn't need to. Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel puts the chamber pot on the altar. Thinking of the fourth panel, Gabriel holds his arm over the chamber pot and nicks it with the dagger.
Oops, nearly hit an artery.
Gabriel has a sense that he's missed something about that third panel. The scroll Thinking of the fifth panel, Gabriel kneels at the altar. The stained glass window does not work. Thinking of the sixth panel, Gabriel reads the scroll.
St. George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night, upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I vow to set my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for
Nothing. Gabriel has the sneaking suspicion that he's left out something. Perhaps that's why he does not feel any different. Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel pours the contents of the salt shaker into the chamber pot.
I'm not going to cut myself again.
Thinking of the fifth panel, Gabriel kneels at the altar. Thinking of the sixth panel, Gabriel reads the scroll.
St. George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night, upon my blood I call thee now. Purify me, for I vow to set my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own.
Something's happening.
Excuse me, I was just vacuuming. I did not know you were in here.
Oh, that's all right. I've done about all I can do in here anyway. I give up.
You look tired, Herr Knight. Why don't you go to bed?
Sure, why not?
I will clean everything up. You need not worry.
I can't believe I cut my hair for nothing.
Your soul smells, Gabriel Knight. You seek to be shattered.
I do.
You must first burn away the past. How much sin do you have to burn? You have used all your never commit anything. Turn back now, and I will forget that you
What a night. I'm sore all over.